Okay, we are going to start sitting on our ball today. So sit down, get comfy, find a nice wide position with the feet. Just give a second to find that ball underneath you. Tune in and just notice, maybe even give a little bounce. Make sure you feel like you're really in a nice, good position. And then just for a second, let your hands rest comfortably on your knees. Let your eyes close down. Feel your feet connected to the floor. Notice the ball underneath you. And we're going to take it into some pelvic tilts right away. So you're going to push your tailbone back and then pull your tailbone forward as you pull your abdominal muscles in. So it's a small and subtle movement. We're mostly working out of the pelvis. So we just tip it back a little bit and then round it forward. And then once you've got it down, close your eyes for just a moment or two to just notice sensation rather than worrying about what your shape looks like. But can you find that sensation of pushing your tailbone back and then curling the tailbone under? Finding that nice little engagement of the abdominal muscles as the belly button pulls towards the spine. Nice. Take one or two more tilts forward and back, and then find that neutral spine, shoulders drop down. And now we're going to take the hips in a little side to side maneuver. So just think about bopping your hips side to side, or make like a little half smile with your hips, just kind of curving from side to side. Once you've got that down, again, if you like, close your eyes down and then tune into sensation. So pay attention to that little squeeze that happens at the side of your body to make your hips go from side to side. And then maybe even tune into your feet and that little action of the legs that helps move the hips from side to side in this position. Awesome. One more little swing of the hips side to side, and then we're going to throw all that together. So it's going to be forward, side, back, and side. You're just going to start to scooch the hips around in a segmented maneuver first. So really push it out to the side, push the hips back, out to the side, and forward. Take two more times going all the way around with that sort of segmented positioning of the body. And then we're going to start to smooth it around. So now you're just going to kind of circle your butt around on the ball, letting the hips move in all of those positions, but in a smoother fashion. And then notice the movement in your abdominal muscles to help make that smooth maneuver happen. Nice. Take one more time around in this direction. And then come to center, pause, reset anything that you need to. But then we're going to take it in the other direction. So hips are going to come forward, out to the side, tailbone draws back, and then over to the other side. So segment it to start. Find those positions of the hip. Feel that little engagement of the abdominal muscles and the side abdominal muscles as you move your hips around. Nice. And then once you've got it down, smooth it out. Make those nice, generous circles with the hips. And then once you've got all that down, if you like, close your eyes and just tune in. Notice the engagement of your abdominal muscles, the oblique muscles, and you might feel a little bit of heat generated in the hips. Super. Take one more circle around, and then come back to a neutral position with your feet nice and wide, and we'll twist over to the left. Right hand's going to find the left knee. Rotate just as far as you like and take a couple nice big breaths. Great. And then when you're ready, rotate to the other side. Nice. And then bring it back to center. We're going to step the feet just a little further forward so we have a good sense of stability with our legs, and then fold it all over. So think about lifting the belly up and over, and then just a nice gentle fold. Just let your hands rest wherever is the most comfortable. Let your back round a little bit. So let your chin tuck into your chest. Take a couple nice deep breaths here. Awesome. When you're ready, nice and easy, bring it all back up and in. We're going to take some hand weights with us. So find yourself a set of hand weights. Light might be better. We're going to be working out of the chest and the shoulders. But if you know you've got the strength and you're really working on some stuff in the upper body, a heavier weight will do the trick. We're going to start by just positioning ourselves in the ball so that we know where we're at. Walk yourself a little bit forward, walk yourself a little bit back, feel the ball underneath you, make sure you've got yourself in a good position. And then we're going to walk ourselves out so that we can find the ball positioned right in the middle of the back. So it's under the low back and the thoracic spine. Once you've got your way there, with a little tuck of your chin to your chest, just to keep so that you're not straining against your neck, you're going to just give a couple of chest presses here. So we're going to keep a firmness in our center, chin tuck slightly, pressing those weights straight out from your chest, and then pulling the elbows wide so the weights come right back to the shoulders. And we're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, but we're going to stay in this lower position on the ball. But now walk yourself out just a little bit further so you feel like you can let your head rest back a little bit. With your head rested back, you're going to bring your weights together, reach your arms up and overhead, and then draw your abdominal muscles in as you pull the weight back in front of your shoulders. Reach the arms up and overhead. Keep a nice, good sense of stability of your feet connected to the ground and your back connected to the ball. Pull those weights back right up in front of your chest. Reach them up and overhead, and then pull them back up with control. Keep a firmness in your center. Make sure your head and your neck feel comfortable. We've got 4 more to go here. Last one. And then with those weights straight out in front of your chest, maybe you lift your head up again and find that more stable position, and then right into some chest flies. So arms are going to go open out to the side and then pull them back into center. Keep a micro bend in your elbows so you're not locking your elbows out and making your arms too fatigued with that long line of the arms. Nice. We've got 8 more to go here. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Pull those weights to your chest, curl up a little bit, walk your feet back in with control, and then come into that upright seated position. We're going to keep a nice wide position with the legs, so step them out just a little bit wider if that feels like it's a good place to be, and right into some bicep curls. You're going to keep your elbows hugged in at your ribs and let most of that maneuver come from the bicep muscles and then the tricep muscles as you lower with control. Four more to go here. Beautiful. Now we're going to hold on to one weight. So set the other weight down on the ground and just make sure it's in a good position. And now we're going to take the hand weight, that's the weight that's in the hand, reach it down at your side. Other hand is going to come behind your back. You're going to keep it slightly lifted away from the ball. So you have to work your shoulder the whole time. You're going to dip your body to the side, pull yourself back up with control. That arm is going to stay away from the edge of your ball. So you're keeping the arm engaged and the side body engaged. And you're going to think about pressing the back of your head into your hand so you maintain a nice tall posture. 2 more to go. Beautiful. Now switch hands, bring your hand weight into the other hand comes behind the head, press your head into your hand, and away we go. We start to find that dip in the side of the body. Legs help keep you anchored, and we keep that weight slightly lifted away from the side so that we have to maintain control of the arm the whole time. Beautiful. Two more to go. Last one, nicely done. Bring it up to center. You're just gonna hold that weight a little bit out from your chest and then start to find a rotation here. Keep your legs and your hips as stable as you can and let most of the rotation come out of your torso. So think moving from the belly button up and arms as far away from your chest as you can maintain. If that feels like it's quite too much on the shoulders, you can hug it a little closer to the chest. But if you can hold it out there, we got 4 more to go on each side. Last one, or even yourself out, bring it back to center, grab your other weight, and then just put it off to the side. We're gonna take it back into some abdominal work for some crunches. So you're gonna walk your feet a little bit closer, and you're just gonna start to find that step, step out, and step, step in. Finding the ball underneath you again, step, step out, and step, step in. Nice. And then once you feel like you've got a good position of the ball's in a good place, you don't need to do any rearranging. Now you're gonna walk it out so that the ball is underneath the low back, hands behind the head. You're gonna lean back and then exhale to come up. Inhale to lean back. Exhale to come up. Beautiful. Now just start to find your pace or your rhythm with the inhale to lean back and the exhale to come up. We've got 8 more to go. Last one. And then when you're ready, roll yourself up with control, step those feet in, and then we're gonna come off the ball and onto the side. So we're gonna find that side kneeling position. You're gonna extend one leg out, lean your weight into that ball so you find a good position. And then with hands behind the head, you're gonna lean into the ball, and then squeeze the side body to lift up. Lean into the ball, squeeze to come up. Beautiful. 6 more on this side. Nice. Last one. And then with your hands on the ball, push yourself up and off, and then move that ball to the other side. So you're hugging it close to the hip, extend your leg out, lean into the ball, find a good position so you have your balance. Once you're there, hands behind the head, lean in and squeeze up. Three more to go. Nice work, you guys. You look beautiful. Beautiful. Hands to the ball. Lift yourself up. Turn yourself around so that ball can come straight out in front of you. Hug it up nice and close to the belly. Lay your body over the ball and then just take a couple nice deep breaths here. Let everything be soft. Let the back body round. Let your shoulders be heavy. Let your chin rest on the ball. Take one more breath here. Awesome. And then you're going to lift your head up. You're going to start to walk your feet back. So we find a nice stability with our legs on the ground, and then step your feet at a wide position. So you really have that good anchor. Once you've got your way there with a good anchor in your feet, hands are going to come behind the head. You're going to lean over the ball and then squeeze those back muscles to lift up. Lean over the ball and squeeze to lift up. If you're working with the breath, inhale as you round over the ball. Exhale to find help with the effort. Two more to go. On this last one, you're going to lift and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soften over your ball. Let your hands touch the ground. Let your knees soften down. And then take that rounded position again. Let your chin tuck towards the ball. Take 3 to 5 nice deep breaths here. Great. When you're ready, nice and easy, start to lift yourself up and off that ball. We're going to come down onto our back side. So swing your legs around. We're going to try and trap that ball between our feet. So as you come on down to the ground, let your feet find the sides of the ball. Give it a little hug, a little squeeze. Make sure your back feels like it's in a good position. And then with just a little bend of the knees, you're going to lift the ball up, bend the knees and float the ball back down. Bend the knees and lift the ball up. Bend the knees and bring it back down. Nice. 2 more just like that. Wonderful. Now we're going to lift the ball up, stay up, find a little hug, a little squeeze. So get those inner thighs activated. Let your arms come out at your sides. You're going to dip the legs over to the right, just to the point that you feel your obliques or those side belly muscles fire on, and then bring it back to center. Take it over to the left. Feel those side belly muscles kick on, and then squeeze and bring it back to center. And then just start to take that at a side to side maneuver. Find your own pace. Keep a good little squeeze on that ball so you feel your inner thighs engaged the whole time. Nice. Now, the next time you come over to the right, you're going to swing around like you're making a little half circle, swing it all the way over to the left, and then bring it back to center. And then you'll take it over to the left, make a little half circle over to the right, and then bring it back to center. So now we're going to take those little half circles, moving from side to side, again, at a pace that feels good to you. Beautiful. Take one more time in each direction. And then as you come back to center, you're going to stay there. Reach your arms straight out from your chest. Keep that little hug or squeeze on the ball. Inhale a nice big breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to curl up the head, neck, and chest, reach towards the ball, release yourself back down. Curl up the head, neck, and chest, reach toward your ball, and then roll back down. Curl up and squeeze. Inhale to lower back down. Keep that going for a few cycles of breath. Nice. 3 more to go. Last one. Let your head and your chest lower down. Gently bend your knees, place that ball on the ground, and then step your feet over the ball so that you got that little reverse tabletop position. Hands alongside the hips. You're going to walk that ball out so your heels can dig into the ball. You're going to press into the ball with your heels. Feel the backs of your legs fire on. Let your tailbone lift about an inch or two away from the floor. Hold that lift, hold that engagement. Feel that little bit of shake in your legs. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your butt back down. Take a breath. And then we'll do that again. Dig your heels into the ball. Lift your butt up about an inch or two away from the floor. Hold that engagement. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your butt down. Take a nice big breath. Dig your heels into the ball. Lift your hips up away from the floor about 2 inches. Hold that lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. We got to do that one more time. Take a nice big breath. When you're ready, dig your heels into the ball. Lift your butt up. Hold that lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Lower your butt down. Walk that ball in just a little bit closer so it's really hugged up nice against the backs of your thighs. Take your arms out of the T and then just take a gentle rock of the knees side to side. Nice. Take one more rock of the knees side to side. And then you're going to come back to center. Step your feet so you find the sides of the ball again. You're going to hug that ball with your feet to lift it up, and then reach your hands up and grab that ball. Float your feet back down to the ground. From here, we're going to keep a little squeeze on the ball. So push your palms into the ball, bend your elbows like you're taking the ball towards your head, and then push the ball back up towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows like you're taking the ball to the head, and then push it back up. Keep that little press of your palms into the ball. Bend your elbows, press the ball back up, bend your elbows, and press back up. Beautiful. 4 more just like that. Last one. And now with a nice big reach of the arms, you're going to reach that ball up and overhead, and then pull that ball all the way towards your knees. Put a little squeeze on the ball. Reach the arms up and overhead, a little squeeze as you bring the ball towards your knees. Raise the ball up and overhead. Keep squeezing those palms into the ball. Bring it to the knees. 4 more to go here. A little pressed into the palms, and then bring it to the knees. Nice. For 3, 2, last one. Awesome. And now we're going to roll all the way up, place that ball in front of you, take a nice wide stance with your legs, and then just rearrange yourself as much as you need to. So with that nice wide stance of the legs, pinky toes pulling backwards, nice engaged and lifted spine, start to walk yourself out, and then just let your arms lean nice and heavy into the ball. Let your head kind of drop down between your arms and let your chest get nice and heavy for a moment. Take one more breath here. Nice. And now we're going to lift ourselves up slightly and swing your legs into a zigzag seat or your deer seat. So right leg is going to come in front, left leg is going to come out to the side. From there, you're going to lift the ball up and overhead. Keep the ball up and overhead. You're going to lean yourself forward with a nice long spine, and then pull yourself back up with control. Lean yourself forward. Draw yourself back up. 2 more to go on this side. Beautiful. And then float the ball back down to the ground. Keep your zigzag seat. Walk the ball out, reach the arms long, and just let your chest melt down. Take 3 nice big breaths here. Cool. When you're ready, lift yourself up. And now we're going to rearrange our legs. So swinging them out to the other side. So now left leg in front, right leg out to the side. Get your zigzag seat in a good position. And then grab the sides of your balls. Lift that weight up. Lift that weight. Lift that ball up and overhead. Keep that nice long spine. Lean forward. Long spine, lift you back up. Beautiful. Lean forward. And lift back up. Nice. 2 more to go here. Beautiful. When you're ready, float that ball down to the ground, walk it out a little bit, hands on the ball, nice reach through the arms, let your head drop down, take 3 nice big breaths. When you're ready, nice and easy, bring yourself back up. We're going to start to find our way back into a seated position on the ball. So come up in any way that you like. Sit yourself back down onto the ball, feet about hip width distance apart. Just find that ball underneath the center of your seat. Pause for a second, grab hold of your knees, and then take 3 cat-cows here just to kind of start to bring a little bit of warmth and fluid into the spine. Lovely. And then find a neutral spine, start to walk yourself out on your ball. And then hands are going to reach up and overhead, and you're just going to let the arms weigh heavy back. So it doesn't have to be a huge back bend here. You can keep your neck and your head supported on the ball. Feel that nice little stretch through the front of the body, reaching through the arms. Take 3 nice big breaths. When you feel ready, if you want that bigger back bend, you're going to walk your feet in so that your hands can find the floor. And then once your hands have found the floor, you'll walk your feet a little closer, push into your hands, push into your feet, push your hips up towards the ceiling. Let your head drop back as much as feels comfortable. And then come out slowly when you're ready. Shift your weight forward so your knees come past your toes. Lift yourself on up in a slow and controlled manner. And then once you find your way back up, back to those cat and cows, just to soothe the spine. Lift your chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, round your back. Nice. Take 2 more cat and cows here. Great. And then when you find that more neutral spine, you're going to drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. Keep your shoulders soft and down. Keep that nice upright position of the spine. With your head leaning over to the left, your right hand is going to just reach out and find the side of the ball. Let your fingers press into the ball and see if you can just lean yourself out just a little bit further so you find that nice long line in the side of your neck. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. Awesome. Float the hand back in, lift your head back to center. Take a second to just notice how one side might feel a little different than the other, and then take it over to the other side. Drop your ear to your shoulder. Hang out here for a breath or 2. And then if it feels good, that left hand is going to extend out, finding the side of the ball. You're going to press the palm into the ball so you can just get a little bit of extra leverage and lean out away from that hand and find a little bit length in the side of the neck. Nice. Take 1 more breath. Beautiful. Lift your head back up. We're going to take hands behind the head. You're going to pull the elbows in, but you're going to create a little bit of resistance. So imagine you're pushing your head into your hands as you duck forward, tuck chin into chest, and then lift your head back up. Press your head into your hands, elbows open wide, open your chest, look to the sky. Keep that little bit of a press, pressing the head into the hands, pull the elbows in, tuck chin into chest, maybe even pull the abdominal muscles in. And then lift back up. You keep pressing the head into the hand, elbows come wide, lifting your chin up. Nice. 1 more just like that. pulling down as your head presses back. And then lifting up as the head presses into the hands and open the chest. Beautiful. And then find a neutral place, float your arms down, give your shoulders a couple of good shrugs around, and then maybe shrug them around the other way. Beautiful. And we're just going to finish with a little twist. So take your right hand over to your left knee, back to where we started, rotating to the left. Take a nice big breath. Unwind and take it over to the other side. Nice. Unwind, bring it to center. Bring your hands in front of you, touch the ground, lift your butt up away from your ball and take a little forward fold. Let your head drop down and take 3 nice big breaths. Bend your knees a lot, pull your abdominal muscles in, roll on up with control. And you guys are all done. Nice work today. Beautiful work. You guys are amazing.